That's the beats the goalkeeper. You're just lost for words. He is just brilliant. Georgie Best, Diego Maradona, Johan Cruyff.
Between Fernando and Erling Haaland, the chin at Shakir comes away from his monitor, makes the TV monitor sign.
Hello, guys.
It looks very much at the moment.
Welcome back.
So we may well.
A penalty earlier in the move, and then suddenly we had the retake, an extraordinary 7-minute spell. But all the talk today, unsurprisingly, has been about Erling Haaland, not only in Germany but in Spain. Bild, the German tabloid, said no one is safe when Haaland is around. He's conquering Europe almost single-handedly with his Viking powers. While AS, the Spanish newspaper, had Haaland's power and pride. An Iceman in the box who against Sevilla showed courage and hot blood too. It was a brilliant game, Phil Blacker, and Erling Haaland, unsurprisingly, the talk of the town.
Absolutely. Wonderful game, wasn't it? No shortage of talking points there, but Haaland almost on current form, unstoppable. And that form has been sustained now for quite some time at this level, hasn't it? I remember actually being fortunate enough to commentate on his Champions League debut against Genk when I was remembering the game beforehand, looking at the stats. He'd scored, I think, about 3 hat-tricks in a fortnight going into the game. And at that stage, he was still on the global stage, relatively unknown. And he scored a hat-trick in the first half an hour of that match. And I was thinking, wow. And I've just had to double check that. That was only the start of last season. And already here he is. Look at the impact that he's made in this competition. And if Dortmund have a chance of going all the way, then he is that chance. I think he is that good. I think Sevilla knew all about his threat. Of course they did. And they did actually, in the early stages of the game, a decent job in dealing with it. But unable to keep him at bay throughout. Nobody really recently has been able to do that. And he could be the difference maker for Dortmund. I think he's that good.
It just seems to score from impossible angles as well. Right foot, left foot, doesn't really matter when he's in the box. And, you know, this is a guy who doesn't turn 21 until July. And you just have to look at some of the numbers. So 20 goals in 14 games, which is ridiculous, let's be honest. It took Lewandowski 36 games to reach that figure, Messi 40 games, and Ronaldo 56 games. And we're talking there about 3 of the greatest Champions League goal scorers ever. And here is Haaland after 20 goals to have 14 games, sorry, to have 20 goals. It's extraordinary. And just to move on from Haaland as well, I think a lot of people are also saying how well Jude Bellingham played yesterday. So Dortmund have so many young stars. It's an achievement to get through to the quarterfinals, and no one's going to want to draw them.
Certainly not. Haaland has as many Champions League career goals now as Gareth Bale, who's won it 4 times and scored in 2 finals, Anelka Torres and Kane. He has more European Cup goals than Haji van Basten and Johan Cruyff. We were trying to explain to listeners, especially new ones, on the show last night to Champions League football, how, because obviously you hear lots of superlatives about a young player when they come through, that he is completely unprecedented.
Yes.
He is doing things we have never seen before in the Champions League. It'll be interesting to see who Dortmund gets in the next round. A reminder as well, you can download a podcast reviewing last night's action. We can see the goalkeepers warming up currently at the Parc des Princes in the rain ahead of Paris Saint-Germain against Barcelona. To get into touch with us on Twitter, do so using the hashtag #MatchDayLive.
Visit UEFA.tv.
The tunnels for the pre-match warm-ups. We can see Marc-Andre ter Stegen, who was the goalkeeper for La Remontada, down the rainy end of the Parc des Princes, where he's warming up ahead of kickoff tonight. And we can now see the Leipzig players emerging from the tunnel at the Puskás Arena, of course, with the two sides, Leipzig and Liverpool, met earlier on in the season. More on those games very shortly. But first of all, it is time for our match day quiz. This is Last Person Standing, and it's where we put our match day live panel under pressure. Chris, Adam, and Phil are all under the spotlight here. This is how Last Person Standing works. We have a trivia teaser to which there are 18 correct answers. We go around the group and everyone takes a turn to answer. If you guess right, you stay in the game. And as today's question's a little trickier, we're actually giving everyone one life. So they're allowed to give one incorrect answer, but give two and they are out. And of course, the last person still in the game is the winner. And I'll give you the trivia teaser now. Are we ready, gents?
Absolutely.
What do we win?
There's no prize. And
Okay.
Phil, you sounded so unenthusiastic. I was keen to disqualify you already. Okay. In the UEFA Champions League era, 18 players have either finished as outright or joint top scorer in a Champions League season. So I'll say that again. In the Champions League era, so think 92 to 93 if you're playing along at home as well, 18 players have either finished as the outright or joint top scorer, because you know there's a couple of players who've done it a few times, but they may not have been the outright top scorer on their own in their selected season. This is a tough one, isn't it? I'm trying to give our panel, bless them, some time to think before we let's kick in the music, because I like the way it sort of builds the tension. There we go, like it. Okay, so this is Last Person Standing. I'm going alphabetical order this week, so that means we're going Adam, Chris, and Phil. Adam Summerton. Bad news for Phil Black.
Already.
All right, Adam Summerton, you're first up.
Ronaldo.
Yeah, we got to get the easy ones out of the way. Chris.
Messi.
Of course. Phil Blacker.
They were my two. Lewandowski.
Correct. Last season, of course, as Bayern claimed the Champions League. That's the only season Lewandowski has been the outright scorer. Adam.
Winton Rufer.
Incorrect. Adam Summerton has lost one of his lives with a very bold call.
I almost feel like he should lose both lives to that.
You know what? I'm sure
Of all the European players for the
All
last
the
30
great
years.
I'm sure I read that. I'm gonna have to check that.
Okay, well, hopefully I've got these right anyway. Okay, Chris, that means you're next. Adam's lost a life.
Van Basten?
No, I think we're too early for old Van Basten in the Champions League.
4 goals in one game. Yeah, maybe that was the old European.
I think, is that the Hjortabora game?
Yeah.
For Milan. I think that's pre-Champions League era, I think.
That's a better guess than Adams, though.
Okay.
Both losing.
Chris has lost a life. Phil Blacker.
I will go with Shevchenko.
Correct. 2 seasons, 2 clubs. Dynamo Kiev in 98-99 and AC Milan in 05-06, a year when they didn't reach the final. Adam.
Crespo.
Incorrect. Adam Summerton is first out of the game. Chris Parrott is now in a sudden death situation, and he's fighting for his life here.
If I get this wrong, Phil's won, right?
Yes. Yeah, that's the way we have to do it.
I like going first.
Come on, Chris.
I'm not sure this is correct, but I'm going to go for it anyway. Ruud van Nistelrooy.
Chris, he was 3 seasons. top
Come
scorer in the
on.
UEFA Champions League, all for Manchester United. 01, 02, 02, 03 and 04, 05. The year, of course, that Liverpool
Do I get
won it.
one life back because he was...
Absolutely not. Phil?
At some point, surely Ibrahimovic.
Incorrect.
No, really?
I don't think he actually has the best record in the UEFA Champions League. Bit late on the there. Oh, there's controversy from behind the producer glass that Winton Rufer
No.
I told you. I told you.
Oh no! Is this
Joint top scorer with Ronald Koeman, 1994. I'm back in. Thank you very much.
Adam Summerton is back in the game. All right, all rules are off. Adam Summerton is back in.
This is excellent.
That can't be right, is it?
Check it.
Okay, sudden death.
He got 8 goals.
Sudden death. Okay, it's sudden death. Everyone's got one life now.
Am I next?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, I've got to. Ronald Koeman.
Oh, you can't have that.
Okay. This is very unusual because I had 94 as a different scorer. Phil Blacker.
Thierry Henry.
Incorrect. And Phil Blacker.
Not even the season Arsenal reached the final.
No, there's a no, that was Shevchenko.
Phil's gone from thinking he won it to first out.
I think I might have one here.
What a mess. What a mess. Okay, Adam.
Jean-Pierre Papin.
Incorrect.
Oh.
Wait, we just had the tick. Oh, it's all gone wrong. Okay, Adam, I think you're. Chris, if you get one right, you can win. We just need to wrap this up. Come on. There's 2 football matches kicking off.
Oh yeah, very good.
You'll never
point.
forget Winton Rufer, will you?
You won't.
Certainly won't.
I don't think this is right, but Del Piero.
Correct. 97-98.
Yes.
Adam Summerton.
I thought I was out. Am I back in again?
Oh no, you're.
He
Adam,
keeps
you're
coming
gone.
back.
Chris has won.
Won.
All right. Okay. Brilliant. Okay.
Are we on here?
Chris Parrott wins the quiz. Well done, Chris. Dear me, you were for some reason the last person standing. Okay, that was a comeback for Chris Parrott. And speaking of comebacks, to tonight's matches now. Live commentary on Paris versus Barcelona coming up, and updates on Liverpool-Leipzig. Is there any hope for Barca tonight? Kylian Mbappe powered Paris to that 4-1 first leg win, leaving Ronald Koeman's side needing to do something we've never seen done before, overturn a 3-goal deficit after a home defeat. On another occasion, victory was somehow snatched from a 4-goal defeat as Barcelona came back from 4-0 down in the first leg in 2017 to win 6-1 on the night, 6-5 on aggregate in what we now call La Remontada. With the help of Chris, Adam and Phil, we're going to break down this match. Chris, one notable player, was still a Barca man at this point.
Yeah, and it was very much Neymar's night, and he was extraordinary. He scored the goals. He set up the very, very late winner, which we'll hear from Sergio Roberto. And, you know, for many people, and only Neymar and his real close network of friends and families will know, but I think actually this hastened his exit because he was undoubtedly the man of the match, the man of the moment. Yet, as often happens at Barcelona, Leo Messi did publicly at least get lots of the plaudits. And I think this was probably the night where Neymar realised, if I want to be the number one somewhere, it's not going to be at Barcelona.
Let's remind you of how it finished in the round of 16 first leg of the Parc des Princes, which was on the 14th of February 2017.
Meunier to Cavani! Oh my goodness! What is going on? What a finish from the hottest striker in European football! It's a thunderbolt from Edison Cavani! Dreamland for Paris Saint-Germain! They lead Barcelona by 4 goals to 0. Is it game over?
Well, that was the question from Richard Kaufman, our match commentator that night. Di Maria got 2, Draxler 1, and Cavani 1. And I think Adam Summerton, we did all think that tie was done.
Yeah, well, I mean, all common sense or logic would point to that, wouldn't it? But it was just one of those games, the second leg, where all those things just went out the window, didn't they? Logic, common sense. It was one of the greatest capitulations I think I've ever seen from any team at the highest levels of football. Just an astonishing game. And once Barcelona smelt blood. My word, did they go for it?
Yeah, they did. And just for a bit of context, no one had ever overturned a 4-goal deficit in the Champions League. One team had overturned a 3-goal deficit, Deportivo against AC Milan. And in the whole of European competition, the UEFA Cup, the Cup Winners' Cup, the whole history of this competition, only 3 teams had ever done what Barcelona had to do. So it was extraordinary. But when you listen to the players directly after the game, they did believe, I think. And Luis Enrique, the coach, had apparently said, did anyone watch the Super Bowl that happened in the NFL that year, where the Patriots had just come back from an incredible deficit to win? So whilst we all thought it was impossible, I genuinely believe, and it's not just with hindsight, I think the Barca players, and maybe the crowd, did sense it. They still had a chance.
The second leg was held on the 8th of March, 2017, so almost 4 years ago to the day. If anyone doubted Barca could stage a comeback, by 50 minutes into the match, they were 3-0 up.
And Lionel Messi stands and waits and steps up and scores emphatically from the penalty spot. And Barcelona have history in their sights. 4-0 down coming into their second leg. 3-0 in front on the night, and their second half has barely got started. Messi from the spot, and what a second half we will have from here.
Phil obviously commentating that night. Luis Suarez with the opener. Then we had the Kurzawa own goal and the Messi penalty. And then, Phil, I think many of us did believe that it was happening.
I think that was the moment, wasn't it, when that penalty went in and they were within one of getting themselves back on terms. That belief really did begin to grow. I don't think quite we knew what a second half we would have in store at that stage, but that penalty did set the platform. Of course, it was the first of many twists in the tail still to come before that dramatic conclusion.
Yeah, I mean, you sense in the crowd that night, though, that they weren't just celebrating the goals like, okay, it's going to be an entertaining match. That the Barca fans really did believe. And remember, Paris Saint-Germain were brilliant in the first leg, but I think that was the first time in 23 matches that they had beaten Barcelona. So, Barca, it's not like tonight where Paris have grown over the last 4 years. They've reached the Champions League final. There were still big question marks over them, despite all the finances, whether they could compete and they could beat a Barcelona over 2 legs. So I think because of that, Barcelona, at this stage, most definitely did think, do you know what, this really is on.
Well, of course, so at that point, then 3-0. But then on the hour mark, this happened, and we thought it was all over.
Free kick lofted for the chances for Cavani! Thundered into the goal! The goal that might change everything and put Paris through after all. Edinson Cavani, 8-8 in the UEFA Champions League this season, with a thunderous finish after Kurzawa had nodded it back. And has Barcelona's bubble been burst after all? Barcelona now need 6.
So that was the moment, Phil, and this was always the issue, that if Barcelona conceded an away goal, it looked insurmountable.
Yeah, that was the danger throughout up until that moment. And when Cavani scored that goal, you thought that was it. Surely everybody must have thought that was it. I know I did in commentary at the time, and I thought from a grandstand finish potentially in store, it was going to maybe peter out towards a Paris procession at that stage, which just makes what follows all the more remarkable, because Barcelona basically, they'd got 3 goals. They'd got themselves right back in it against the odds. They had to do it all over again at that stage. They needed another 3. It just seemed not just improbable, almost impossible.
Yeah, and you know what? Some great goals have been lost because of comebacks or because of finals, and being on the losing team. That one, I think, it's an unbelievable finish from Cavani on the volley outside of his right boot. Phil called it, at the time, called it thunderous. It was. And then Angel Di Maria had a massive chance to score again. And that's another moment, I think, which is, I'd forgotten about it till I watched it back today. So somehow Barcelona were still just about in it when really Paris should have put the game and the tie to bed.
And of course, what happened 88 minutes onwards was extraordinary.
Neymar sizing it up. Neymar goes for goal, and Neymar scores. You never know. Maybe, just maybe. Drama here. Barcelona have another penalty. Neymar bends his run-up, stutters in his run-up, and then strikes it right-footed. Coolly scores into the corner, sends trapped the wrong way. 5-1, Barcelona. Neymar clips it into the middle of the chance there. Oh, it's in! History! Sergi Roberto has got the goal, and Barcelona
against every odds, have snatched it in stoppage time. This is extraordinary. 6-1.
Phil, great commentary from them. It must rank as one of the most maddest games you've covered.
I think it has to be right up there. I never really covered anything like it, and I don't think I have since. It was extraordinary at the time. You just didn't really know what was going on, because just rewind a couple of minutes as we did, and they needed 3 goals, and then all of a sudden, almost in the blink of an eye, they had those 3 goals. And one of the great stories in Champions League history was unfolding. It sounded like it was exploding there, and that was kind of the emotion at the time. It was just barely believable what we were seeing.
And we were watching it back today, and it's weird. Neymar takes the second penalty because Messi takes the first. And I found a quote from Neymar where he says, "I was giving it to Leo, and then Leo told me to take the penalty. He said, no, you go." He said, yes, you do it. And Neymar said, I knew I had to score the penalty because otherwise it was all over.
And even down to the scorer of ultimately the winner, Sergi Roberto, with all the attacking players. It was him who ghosted in. I think Neymar, actually, I think it's a better ball into the box than perhaps we thought at the time, when he thought, oh, he's just put it in there. It dropped between the defenders and the goalkeeper, and not a guy who normally scores. Turns up, and I mean, absolute bedlam for, well, not the Paris fans in the Camp Nou, but the 90-odd thousand Barcelona supporters.
He hasn't scored in the Champions League since.
Didn't know that. And Adam, that night, Neymar, of course, was the catalyst. He would end up at Paris Saint-Germain, and understandably, he's gutted to have missed both legs of this time. Sure, he would love to have been on the pitch for that first leg in the demolition at the Camp Nou.
Yeah, I mean, I think sometimes, because I think it was Chris earlier on in a chat mentioned how it was Messi who maybe took a lot of the praise and the plaudits, whilst it was a great team effort as well. But you do tend to forget how absolutely significant, particularly in the closing stages, Neymar was in terms of that. I mean, he got the goal on 88 minutes, didn't he? Then converted the penalty we were just talking about. And then I believe it was his pass, wasn't it, for Roberto? Yeah. So he was so important to all of that. And clearly it'll be a club that he seems perennially linked with a move back to Barcelona, doesn't he? I think it's almost a romantic thing, isn't it? That people, I mean, I've got on in my house, on my wall, I've got loads of football memorabilia, and one of the photos I have on there is a drawing of those 3, Suarez, Messi and Neymar, and it was probably, it's a debate you could have all day long, but arguably the best front 3 the game's ever seen, and they were just absolutely fantastic, and certainly a lot of people look back at that era and particularly that game as well as a great time for Barcelona in terms of having that front 3.
Well, Lionel Messi is out there right now, absolutely soaked, because it is heavily raining at the Parc des Princes. He's just going through some shooting practices, hair gelled down, beard puffed out as well as he gets ready for kickoff tonight. We can also see Antoine Griezmann going through his shooting drills tonight. He does start. For Paris, of course, as we mentioned, Neymar's out. Moise Kean is out as well, and Juan Bernat are all missing. But Kylian Mbappe, of course, is in the starting 11. The 22-year-old stole the show 3 weeks ago in the first leg, and he appears to have the footballing world at his feet, as John Bradley explains.
It's 4 years since Kylian Mbappe first burst onto the Champions League stage. Here's Mbappe, he's through on goal! It's the 18-year-old who explodes into life in the UEFA Champions League! That goal arrived on Mbappe's full debut in this competition and came during a season when his Monaco side shocked Europe to reach the semi-finals. His move to Paris followed that summer, and he's been a goal machine ever since.
Oh, Neymar to thread it for Kylian Mbappe!
But despite that, there's recently been talk in France about his best position. He rarely started through the middle when Thomas Tuchel was in charge at the Parc des Princes, and it's been the same under Mauricio Pochettino since his arrival in the French capital.
The big player like Kylian can play in different space, or if you make the picture from the beginning before the kickoff, maybe you are going to see him or more wide or more inside or more like a second striker, I don't know. But the most important is how he is going to feel on the pitch and how he's going to attack the spaces.
That was Pochettino speaking in his first ever press conference as Paris coach at the start of January. It was from a starting position on the left of a front 3 that Mbappe did the damage in the first leg.
Cutting it back towards Verratti on the edge of the penalty area. Will it break here? And for Mbappe, he's done brilliantly to bring it down and find the finish.
Mbappe's performance at Camp Nou added weight to the argument that he's a generational talent. His teammate, Ander Herrera, was asked about his importance to Paris after the first leg.
Kylian today, he was very clinical. He scored 3 fantastic goals, and he could have scored 1 more, I think. So when you have quality, you have more options to score your chances.
Mbappe's blistering pace is sure to be on show again tonight. His hat-trick means Paris are in control of this tie, and if they knock Barcelona out this evening, then many will tip the French champions to go all the way.
John Bradley there, they nearly did do it last season, Paris Saint-Germain. But a formidable advantage they hold over Barcelona. And really, Adam, it's in the last 3 weeks. Obviously, Mbappe's already a World Cup winner, and we know what kind of player he is. But it seems to be the spell where Haaland and Mbappe are taking control of the European game almost as the individual talents.
Yeah, I mean, you could call it a changing of the guards that we're seeing this season, and certainly probably next as well. But the numbers that they're both racking up are just, that, you know, it's the biggest compliment you can probably pay them, that they're comparable with Messi and Ronaldo. I mean, I don't know about you, but I never really thought that we would ever see the like of them ever again. Now, we could be in a position where we could have an almost identical situation where 2 players of a very similar age go head to head. I mean, we could have these two, if we're lucky, for what, 10, 15 years, you know, and it's really exciting as just a football fan to think that that's a distinct possibility. I just hope that they can keep it going. I see no reason why they shouldn't. They're both clearly the real deal, and they've got incredibly bright futures ahead of them.
Champions League football does seem to be the true indicator, doesn't it, of whether a player is going to be at that level, and Haaland was doing it even with Salzburg last season. Okay, so full live commentary on Paris-Barca coming up. Players still warming up currently. Barca in their change colours tonight. We can just see that under their training tops as they go through their shooting drills. Updates as well as Liverpool take on Leipzig in their round of 16 second leg Champions League tie. Liverpool are 2-0 up from the first leg. They come into this after an awful run in the Premier League, losing 6 of their last 7. They've also lost their last 6 matches in a row at Anfield for the first time in their history. But Jürgen Klopp doesn't believe his side have problems playing at home.
We had really good moments in the season, and we won the Tottenham game now recently. If you want, Tottenham and West Ham were really good games when you see how they are doing around these games. But then was consistency the issue, and so yeah, that's maybe the reason. So it has nothing to do with Anfield. Nothing. There's nothing bad to say about Anfield. Absolutely nothing. We don't like it. The pitch is not good enough. That's all fine. It was about the games.
What do you think, Phil? Is there any? Do you think there's any psychological thing going on with Liverpool at home at Anfield that has led to this run off the back of their best ever home run?
I mean, there has to be something in it, Rob, doesn't there? It's difficult to pinpoint exactly what, and it's more likely, I think, a combination of factors. And it might just take one win at Anfield, one convincing win to turn it back around again. But, I mean, it's astonishing enough to consider they've lost 6 in a row at home for the first time in their history. But you're right, it's off the back of a run of 68 unbeaten games at home in the Premier League, which is just astonishing how things have turned around so quickly. So there has to be, I think, some psychological damage that has been inflicted. Obviously not necessarily relevant tonight with this one being played in Budapest, but certainly Liverpool and their players feel they've got a point to prove in particular. And now in this competition, and I think it has been looming ever since the first leg, the importance of this return, and that might have had an effect on those domestic results, because this now is the competition that can save Liverpool's season, certainly. And they made all those changes against Fulham at the weekend with this match in mind, and the victory against Leipzig 3 weeks ago is the one standout result over the course of the season of the last month or so. Of course, they haven't been able to build on it, and that they've suffered dramatically since then, just the win against Sheffield United, losing the other 3 games that they played without scoring. But I do think that is partly with the importance of the Champions League casting its shadow as well on their domestic form. So I'm not sure we can read too much into it tonight.
Yeah, 7 points off the final Champions League place in the English Premier League, Phil. For the team news, Liverpool fans will be delighted that Fabinho's back in midfield and alongside Wijnaldum and Thiago Alcantara. That's very strong again. But of course, he's not at the back now, and this is a huge night for Phillips and for Ozan Kabak, right? I mean, that is not the centre-back partnership that any Liverpool fan thought would be taking place in August and not probably even in January either.
No, I mean, Nathaniel Phillips, he's played fairly frequently now, must really in the Premier League, 9 appearances there, but of course he wasn't even registered in the group stages of this competition. So it's a debut for him in senior European competition tonight, alongside Ozan Kabak, who of course only arrived at the club, brought in as reinforcements in January. A very youthful partnership, Kabak at 20, Phillips at 23. But you're right, what it does do, and this is surely the reason why Jürgen Klopp has picked the team that he has, is allows Fabinho to assume that all-important role in front of that back four, because they've so badly missed him this season when he has deputised in the heart of that defence. So, yes, Fabinho's back in his favoured position. That will be important alongside Thiago and Wijnaldum. That looks a really strong midfield three. Now, even in the absence of Jordan Henderson, of course, who's been another addition to the lengthy Liverpool casualty list since the first leg, but it does really pile the pressure on Kabak and Phillips at the back, with Youssef Poulsen brought into the Leipzig starting lineup. They didn't really have an out-and-out centre forward in the first leg. I thought actually they may have played Sirlet as well today, because he's been in improved form recently and has scored in his last 2 Bundesliga games. He's another option for Leipzig off the bench. But they do have Forsberg back fit over the last few weeks. He starts today. He and Dani Olmo will add to the attacking threat as well. So plenty of options in attack for Leipzig, and they will fancy their chances certainly of getting at that Liverpool back four.
Yeah, the club from the east of Germany know exactly what they have to do tonight, and head coach Julian Nagelsmann admits their first leg performance has left them with lots to do.
We see in the first leg that there were some difficult situations where we lose the ball a bit too early, and we lose the ball in the pressing moments of Liverpool. Then there were a big space behind our defense line. We have to control it. Sometimes we were kind of lucky in the first leg that we did not concede a goal. Then we conceded the goals by 2 big mistakes. That's also a big topic for tomorrow, that we will not do the same mistakes again, the easy mistakes. It's normal, sometimes it could happen in soccer, but shouldn't happen twice, because then the game will get more complicated. At the end, we have to score goals. We have to create chances as well. We have to create chances by ball possession, but we will have counter-attack moments as well, and we have to stay focused in front of Alisson and try to score a bit more often than in first leg.
Second in the Bundesliga right now, they were briefly top before Bayern's comeback win over Dortmund in their Klassiker in the Topspiel on Saturday. They've been going great guns in Germany. The Liverpool result is almost an anomaly, really, Phil, in their recent record.
It is. It's the other way around, really. Liverpool look at the first leg as an excellent result in a sequence of disappointment for Leipzig. It is the only game, actually, in the last 9 in all competitions that they haven't won, which will add to their sense of disappointment over how it went, because I do think there was a sense straight away of a missed opportunity. They didn't take their chances, and they will feel partly culpable at the 2 goals that they did concede that night as well. But there has been a really impressive response since then. And certainly in the Bundesliga, they've closed that gap again at Bayern. It looked as if the leaders were getting away from them, but back within 2 points. And as you say, they were briefly top at the weekend. Through to the semis in the German Cup as well. There is a real sense of momentum building. They've got the best defence in the Bundesliga this season, conceding just the 20 goals, and they've been scoring fairly freely as well recently. And notable, I think, that their last 2 away games have both ended in 3-0 victories, including at Freiburg on Saturday, which would, of course, be enough for them tonight.
Yeah, and talking about that defence, Rob, we've got the team sheet, which Phil said. Nagelsmann's been asked by Sky Germany whether it will be a 3 at the back or a 4. He's giving nothing away. He says, you'll soon see. We can play both. We know we need a result tonight. And then he says, interestingly, we've identified some weaknesses and gone for a team that can exploit that. So it'll be interesting to see exactly where they think they can get at Liverpool.
Kick-off imminent in both of tonight's round of 16 ties.
You're listening to UEFA Champions League Matchday Live.
We're close to kick-off now in our 2 Champions League round of 16 second leg ties. Matchday Live is bringing you full commentary as Kylian Mbappe and Paris look to hold on to their huge first leg lead against Barcelona.
Cut back towards Mbappe, who thumps it in, and he's done it again. It's Kylian Mbappe to Paris Saint-Germain, and they have turned it around at the Camp Nou.
While in a neutral stadium in Budapest, Leipzig will be looking to overturn a 2-goal deficit against Liverpool.
It's a mistake at the back from Leipzig, and Liverpool are in here, and Liverpool have scored with Salah. Leipzig lost the ball, Mo Salah took advantage.
What a night we have coming up. Action from Paris and Budapest in 2 huge matches on UEFA.com, the UEFA Champions League app, and Sirius XM FC. You are listening to UEFA Champions League Match Day Live. Our full live commentary is Paris Saint-Germain versus Barcelona. Adam Summerton is our commentator. What's the headline team news?
Barca have made one change to the side that began their 2-0 win over Osasuna. Dembele comes in for Umtiti. Alba's past fit despite suffering an ankle injury at the weekend. Paris made 7 changes to the side that began their recent win over Brest. Julian Draxler is one of 4 who remain. His inclusion at the expense of Di Maria, who's on the bench, is perhaps something of a surprise. Florenzi's preferred to Kehrer at right back.
And Phil Blackett is watching Liverpool versus Leipzig.
Well, Liverpool make 3 changes from their first leg defeat. Fabinho and Diego Jota are fit again. Nathaniel Phillips makes a European debut. Roberto Firmino is the latest addition, though, to the Reds' casualty list. Leipzig have lost Angelino to a thigh injury recently. He and Haidara are replaced by the fit-again Forsberg and by Yusuf Poulsen, who leads the line up front in their 2 changes from the first leg, looking to overturn that 2-0 deficit.
We are on air with you until 11:30 p.m. CET. Remember to keep your messages coming in on Twitter using the hashtag MatchDayLive. After Pepe's performance last night, we're asking for your favourite Champions League warriors. Sinan says Steven Gerrard. Walter says Sergio Ramos. And Dieter goes for Joshua Kimmich. Keep those coming in and your thoughts on tonight's action using the hashtag MatchDayLive. So all the goals as they go in from Budapest. But our main commentary sees Paris take on Barcelona at the Parc des Princes. Chris Parrott and Adam Summerton are your commentary team. And Adam, we can just see the players start to filter into the tunnel at the iconic home of the French champions.
Yeah, you can only imagine what's going through the minds of both sets of players for very different reasons. And you have to wonder, don't you, whether 2017 still plays on the minds of those at Paris. There are survivors from that side. There are survivors, obviously, from the opposite point of view in the Barcelona team as well. That said, a lot has changed at both clubs in terms of personnel and management. Even we've just seen a new president, haven't we, appointed at Barcelona this week. But the spectre of that game, I think, still looms large over this fixture, and you can understand why it's made such the talk in the Parisian newspapers ahead of this game.
Yeah, I mean, Ronald Koeman said yesterday, nothing is impossible. When he said it, I'm not quite sure whether he quite believed what he was saying as the 2 teams or the hosts come out of the tunnel. Pitch looks absolutely perfect. But, you know, Adam mentioned a lot of the Paris players played in that game. You know, Cazorla at left back scored the own goal, which was a big moment. So they'll never forget what happened 4 years ago, but I think they can begin to get over it this evening. And as we heard in the package earlier, you know, if they knock Barcelona out, having reached the final last season, then Paris will not fear anybody in this competition, this campaign.
And the big difference is they now have Kylian Mbappe, of course. We've just seen the Paris players make their way out of the tunnel and place themselves alongside tonight's team of officials. And now the Barcelona players come out of the tunnel. Second, we can see Antoine Griezmann at the back of that line. Leo Messi now, of course, the Barca captain, who used to stand at the back of it, now at the front to lead them out. The 2 teams...
Hello, guys.
In the iconic Parc des Princes.
Hello.
The Champions League anthem ahead of kickoff.
Hello.
The players applaud to the sky. We are ready to go.
And I'm ready to go as well. This will be putting it to the post sometimes. Keep you updated with whatever that is happening on this. It's going to be interesting. So what are your thoughts? What are you expecting to see from this game? From these games, let me say, these games. We got a lot of games that we're going to be watching here. Liverpool will be the game that I'll be watching here versus RB Leipzig. It's always amazing to come to a league that you're actually winning, you know. Feels good. Feels like you have something to pray for, to watch.
As he makes his way over to the touchline.
Hope people are ready. people are ready. I hope people are ready.
The home side here, they'll take on Leipzig. Yeah, the team's lining up here as well.
Just ahead of kick-off, Liverpool looking to reach the quarter-finals of the competition for a third 4 seasons. Leipzig, of course, in the
We need to win this game, man.
after going all the way to the semis, but they have it all to do. 2-0 down, remember, from that first leg. That is the Liverpool lead with kick-off just moments away.
We need to win this game today.
From Phil Blacker throughout the course of the evening from Liverpool versus Leipzig. I'm Rob Taylor, your host on Matchday Live. You can tune in not only on UEFA.com and the Champions League app, but also across North America.
So what are we expecting, guys? What are we expecting to see?
We had brilliant drama last night with Juve, Porto, Dortmund and Sevilla in action. We can only hope for something similar tonight. Paris Saint-Germain 4-1 up on Barcelona.
PSG are leading 4-1.
Now your commentary team
Can Barcelona turn that?
Is Chris Parrott. Alongside him is Adam Sumner.
I just wonder, will it be possible? You're gonna. You know what is exciting me today about today's game? I'm seeing Fabinho in the midfield. That is amazing. Yeah, it is StreamYard. It is StreamYard. Let me share the link. Please, no weird music, by the way. There's the link. There's the link. Trust me, we will definitely see. We'll definitely see. So you can join in, guys, if you want to join in. There's the link in this that I just sent to you. You can join in if you want to join in with me here. So in my ear, I can hear whatever that is happening in the Barcelona game. On top of that, where I'm watching right now, I'm watching the Liverpool game versus Leipzig. On top of that, so it's going to be exciting. That is for sure. Barcelona is up versus Paris Saint-Germain. Can Barcelona pull another crazy shocker, people? That's my question I'm asking. I'm cooking, by the way. I need to go check some place here. I'm alone and I have not eaten. And can you believe it? It's 10 o'clock my time. My time, it's 10 o'clock right now. It's crazy. But I'm excited. Opa Makana is doing his prayers. It's going to be an interesting game, that's for sure. Okay, the Liverpool game is on as well. The Liverpool game is on. Definitely, we are ready. We need to win this game. We have to push them to make mistakes so that we get something here. Ali with the ball now.
Very much playing like a 10, almost in a free role behind.
I'm listening to these guys giving me some things of the game. Mr. Gameplay, how are you doing, sir?
Longley to Pedri.
How are you? What are you seeing in this game? What are we expecting here? Today, I'm happy that I see, what's his name? Fabinho back in the midfield. Now let's hope that we get something from the boys in up front. Thiago with the Salah, man, Salah, you get that ball, you get that ball. You get that ball. You get that ball. So let me hear your thoughts in the.
Got back well, but very positive start from Paris, much more positive than 4 years ago in that comeback.
7 goals in 4 games now for Mbappe, including that hat-trick as the first corner of the game is swung in, and Marquinhos got his head on that, but harmlessly it goes behind. Well, this 3-4-3 that Koeman is playing, I think I might have mentioned earlier on in the show, Chris, it's a formation he played in under Johan Cruyff at Barcelona. So it's a formation he knows.
Yeah.
We ordinarily would expect Barca to be in a 4-3-3.
And, you know, that's interesting because a lot of the chat with, not just with Koeman, but with some of the other coaches, Ernesto Valverde, was when he didn't play 4-3-3, everyone said, well, that's not the Barcelona way. And as you said, actually, under Johan Cruyff, who kind of invented it, they did play three at the back. So it's a tough one, particularly with Mbappe again running at Mingueza. That is going to be the key battle this evening.
He's won his side a throw in here, level with the edge of the Barca penalty area. Mingueza has brought down Kylian Mbappe. Knows he's in for a busy night. The Barcelona defender, Dest, trying to help him out there, but Mbappe brought down with a grimace on his face.
Yeah, I imagine Serginho Dest, if Mingueza was upset about his position, then Dest most certainly wouldn't have been, because, you know, we've seen going the other way, he's a terrific talent, but one-on-one with Kylian Mbappe, well, almost any defender, there's only one winner. This is a great position for a free kick for Paris.
So 0-0 on the night in the French capital, 4-1 to Paris on aggregate. This free kick is just in, a yard or two in from the touchline, almost level with the edge of the area, so it suits the right boot of Draxler perhaps to whip this in. Just a one-man wall. Dembele into the box it goes, and it's came off Gay and goes into the side netting.
Yeah, and you know, Draxler was terrific. We all talk about the 6-1 in Spain. Of course, the 4-0 here was an unbelievable result for Paris, and Draxler that night against Barcelona was magnificent. He's not quite got up to those standards since.
Dembele now working his way to the dead ball line, surrounded by three Paris defenders. He pulls it back for Messi, who will have a left-footed shot that was on target, but was blocked by Marquinhos. Promising that for Barcelona.
Brilliant from Dembele. It was magnificent play, and it was half an opportunity for Messi. It's a really good watch, this opening 4.5 minutes. Barcelona, we know they have to attack, but Paris aren't going to fall into the trap that they did in 2017. They're not just going to try and soak up pressure and try and protect this lead. And I don't think anyone truly thought they would, given what happened in Spain.
They've worked it wide to the right-hand side, and Dest back inside it goes now to Busquets. He plays it to his left-hand side, and Messi in a central position. Again, he plays it to his right. Busquets feeds.
Today's a weird
on the
day
right-hand
too.
edge of the area. He combines with Dest.
The stream is
Busquets
weird.
again. They're zipping it about nicely here.
I've not
Barcelona
eaten anything
crossing to
since
the box.
morning,
He's headed back calmly though by the
and
Italian
my body is craving food, which is
Good
weird.
piece of defending there under pressure, but that's where Alba, you know, is going to be.
So what are your thoughts right now of the first 4 games? Let me shut it. The Barcelona noise behind. Robertson, Jota. I would love to see Jota back to his best. Salah gonna get to that. What a pass. Enzo. This is definitely offside. Wow. It was alone there. It's on. Oh, Mane. Oh, Mane, man. Finish these things, man. You finish these things. And he was onside, man. It was onside. Ooh, Allison, that is dangerous.
Phil, Barca on the attack at Adam Summerton.
Yeah, Dembele was just caught there by Kurzawa, who'd come in from a left-back position almost into the centre of the field, and he's shown the first yellow card of the game here by the English Premier League referee, Anthony Taylor. And it's a free kick in a great position, this, Chris, for presumably Messi here. I think just ever so slightly right of centre it's going to be.
Yeah, he was close to being offside, Dembele, but it's not a decision which can be overturned. And he's been really bright, hasn't he? He's now twice run at the Parisian defence. It's It's a pretty ordinary challenge, actually. And after that was a chat between Kurzawa and Verratti, almost as if they are a little surprised at the way Barcelona are set up. And of course, we've already seen Dest bombing down the Barcelona right. He's directly up against Kurzawa, who cannot afford another poor challenge, otherwise he's off. And then that chances of that amazing comeback really would be heightened, as they are with a certain Barcelona number 10 about to tee up this free kick. It's in a wonderful position.
Yeah, Messi stooped as he just looks at the goal, surveys his options. It's like grimace as he then looks towards Keylor Navas, who's organised his walk. Barcelona shooting towards our left here. 8 minutes gone. They need a miracle tonight. They need their big man to perform, and Messi on that occasion is just off target over the bar. It went as he looked for the top right-hand corner as we see it.
Yeah, and
Let me hear from you people. What are you seeing from this game? Is this exactly what you expect?
Messi's so good from
Georgia is active today.
isn't he? But well over the bar there. And of course, Adam, you know, we have to say there is
Oh,
a chance
what a trend pass
tonight that this might be Messi's final game at Barcelona as a Champions League player. And,
wow, that was Upamecano who worked this magic there
it's a real
to deal with Jota's
so
press.
if he does want to
To
play
keep
more
him calm.
this season in this competition, he is going to have to produce one of those Messi nights.
Yeah, Ronald Koeman.
There's still nothing on the other side, by the way. We're still waiting when they're gonna be scoring or doing something. Tell me thoughts in the comment section. Money. Oh, he lost the bomb. It's hard. It's a throw in to Robertson. Gino Ronaldo, the captain, by the way. The last time he was captain, he won a game. I'm not sure if he in the Premier League he was the captain when we were losing. Jota? They're trying to hit Liverpool on the counter attack there. I'm watching them. Upamecano with an amazing pass. They're under attack. And the back, Oza Kabaki is the one in the middle. Trent Alexander-Arnold delaying. There is something. Oh, what a save by Alisson. Oh my God, that was strong. Salah again hitting on the counter. Salah still running. The problem of using one leg, man. You see, you're going back where you were coming. Fabinho. He's back in the midfield. Oh, money. Come on, be active, man. Play that number 9 with dignity, man. Wow, this was dangerous.
Did break for Dani Olmo. Alisson down smartly, though, at his feet to his right
Wow.
to make the save. First real opportunity that Leipzig have had. And it really has set the tone, I think, for the early stages of this one. It's still 0-0, though, on the night. 2-0 Liverpool on aggregate.
That was so close for Leipzig, by the way. I just put it so that you could hear what they were talking about. Leipzig almost made it count for them. It was going to be interesting to see what was going to happen. Let me hear your thoughts in the comments section. Click that like button, subscribe to the Football Connect. Click the like button and subscribe. Oh, Barcelona, look. Jota. He's passing it to Robertson. There's a cross. Oh, nicely defended by Leipzig. That looked like it was close. Oh, listen to you. Oh my God. This man is saying is getting Haaland United. Haaland United. That will never happen. Not with the Glazers, by the way, I mean. Not with the Glazers. You can't do that, will not happen. By the way, Barcelona are getting chances.
They've won 4 in a row. They've kept clean sheets in those 4 games.
I think that Sevilla Cup comeback as well will have given them hope for tonight.
They're getting some chances, but they're not finishing it. Where's what I'm hearing here?
Paris.
You know, the game of Leipzig and Liverpool is really an open one. Trent, what a pass to Jota. Jota has it. Oh man, there were too many people in front of you, man. It happens. It happens. I see your idea. I see your idea. Haaland plus Sancho plus Conde, 3 signings this season. My predictions. Wow. Oh, by the way, I heard rumors that Bruno Fernandes refused to sign a more money pro contract, which was going to increase the years he was going to spend in United, because he asked the club what is the direction. He wants to see the direction, and whether it's true or not, or if those are just predictions, but a club, a player like Bruno Fernandes, with what he's doing, he deserves to ask the club, where are you going? Because we all know where he's going. He's an elite midfielder. He needs good players around him to produce the best. It all makes sense, right? Nice one by first Thiago. Jota. Fight for that one, Jota. Oh, we're just not finishing our chances, man. Director of football signed today. Oh, you have a new director. Oh, yeah, he used his hand. We'll see. It's not about the director with you. It's about if the Glazers are going to release the money. Remember, the Glazers and the FSG are one and the same people. Americans don't release money. That's where you need to get that right. Trent, you have a free kick, man. What are you going to do with it?
And, they have to take risks tonight.
There's a cross. Ooh. Man, I think is in trouble here. So, like I said, people, I'm cooking. I need to go check my pot. I'll be back. So I'll put you on the commentary of Barcelona here.
Kimpembe and Marquinhos really, I think now they're talking about them, certainly in France, as being one of the best centre-back partnerships in European football right now. Certainly up there, aren't they? Is Gay to Verratti. And they are stretched at the back here, Barcelona. Kylian Mbappe running at the heart of the defence. It's a right-footed shot that, by his standards, was pretty tame. It was certainly straight at Ter Stegen, who made a routine save.
How easy was that, though? Suddenly, Verratti had the ball on halfway in so much space, and with 2 players ahead of him, was always going to pick the pass from Mbappe. They've been good, those two. Of course, Paris might not win the league for the first time in many a year this campaign. They're in a right old tussle at the top.
Yeah, Lille look like pushing them all the way. Here's Griezmann. Midway inside the Paris half, plays it to the right-hand side, and Dest, who's seen plenty of the ball in this first 16 minutes. Griezmann now spreads the play to the left-hand side, level with the edge of the box is Jordi Alba. First touch just took him slightly further wide, up against Florenzi. Ball into the box here to Pedri. Pedri to the byline. He pulls it across, and it's put behind by Kimpembe for a corner. 0-0 in Paris, 4-1 on aggregate.
Really good watches, Juan Bernat and Neymar. It's March, but he's in a massive coat with a hat on, watches on. He'll be so disappointed. You have to feel for Neymar not to have played in either leg now against his former club.
Pedri takes the corner kick from this near side, the left short to Messi. Messi now to Jordi Alba, has a good crossing opportunity. Into the box it goes, and the header is wide, pretty far wide in the end. It was Mingueza who's got his head in his hands, clearly feels that was a wonderful chance. I think the last touch, it was off Idrissa Gana again. It will be another corner, but they're putting a bit of pressure on here, Barca.
They certainly are. I think it was a chance. It was a pretty full header from Gay, actually. It could easily have been an own goal.
Messi takes the corner and outswinger left-footed. Again, there were several forward there for Barcelona, but Anthony Taylor feels there was a foul there by Longley, and it remains goalless in Paris.
Thank you very much, Adam. Okay, let's go to Budapest. Phil Blacker.
Still Liverpool 0, Leipzig 0 on the night, 2-0 Liverpool on aggregate. The home side, technically Liverpool here, have had most of the play and most of the chances without fashioning a clear sight of goal. At the other end, though, it is Leipzig who have come the closer when that effort from Dani Olmo was blocked away by Alisson.
Dembele's
They are
in
looking
here,
at threat on
and
the
his
counter.
shot saved by Navas down to his left. Well, Dembele was played through. He got right in behind the Paris defence. But the shot, whilst it was on target, Navas read it well and got down to his left quickly.
Yeah, but I mean, how many opportunities has he had now in the opening 18 minutes? 2 or 3. That was a very good save. I think it was a smart stop. But here goes Mbappe.
Yeah, they have it down the left-hand side, and Mbappe's made the run beyond Verratti. Verratti comes inside and then looked for Julian Draxler, but it was well intercepted by Longley. But on a night like this, with the deficit that they have to be taking chances, the like of which have fallen already here to Dembele. The question is, will they get more of them? They're certainly playing well here, Barcelona. Dest now on towards the right-hand edge of the area. Cuts inside and finds Dembele. Short pass to Messi on the edge of the box. He tried to thread one through for Dembele as the fireworks go off outside of the Parc des Princes.
This won't be 0-0 for long, Adam.
Messi on the ball again here, a stray pass as he looked to release Dembele, who once more had looked to make that run in behind. He's looking to do that at every opportunity, Dembele. Busquets leaves it now for Griezmann. The referee says play on. Dest now gets it right-hand edge of the area, down towards the dead ball line. 19 minutes gone. It's Paris 0, Barcelona. And it's Griezmann. The flag stayed down as he looked to play it across the 6-yard box. A ball to the left-hand edge of the area now, and Alba plays it back to Longley, who floats the ball to the edge of the box, headed clear by Kazawa, but it just keeps coming straight back out. Paris, Barcelona winning the ball back quickly again.
I wonder if Dembele's got an injury here.
He's waiting on the edge of the box for any ball in here. It's Dest. And it's played back now to Busquets. So many behind the ball here for Paris. To the dead ball line it goes, and Kazawa heads away the cross in there from Griezmann. Another ball floated into the box, this time towards Jordi Alba, headed clear by Florenzi on that occasion.
It's relentless stuff, though, from Barcelona at the moment.
Busquets, central position. And he finds Pedri. Pedri to the left-hand edge of the area, and Alba. Alba back to Messi. Messi tried to up the tempo. Griezmann picks up the pieces on the edge of the box. Then it was blocked by Paredes. And they could just do with getting their feet on the ball for any sort of possession really at all here, Paris, because it's just wave after wave here from Barcelona, and you do get the feeling, as you just alluded to there, Chris, that it just feels like a matter of time at the moment.
Yeah, I'm just watching Dembele. Either he shattered after 20 minutes because he almost didn't want to be involved in that last wave after wave.
Let's hear you people.
Position, but
Yeah, I'm in the main room now. I had to move a bit to get the best performance here because things are happening here.
Looking for Griezmann, but
We gotta win this game, man.
The French international, but at the risk of keep repeating myself,
We have to win. I know we are at an advantage, but
good run here from Jordi Alba, pulls it across looking for Dembele. Marquinhos there.
Okay, nothing at the moment here with the Barcelona game. I'm actually checking it here now. I want to see if these people who are talking here are actually making sense to what is happening here. Paris and Germany, I think they are so relaxed. They think this game is over, and with the way Barcelona is playing, they can turn things around. I've seen them doing it before. Let me hear your thoughts. So I've just paused the radio a bit because I want to be active now here. So what are your thoughts, guys? Let me hear your thoughts in the comment section. I'm here. Oh, Thiago is. Oh, I think he held the ball by the hand. It's a free kick to Leipzig, and it doesn't look like it's in a good area, by the way. Let's see what they can do. They just need one, these guys. They don't need more. They just need one goal to give them that confidence. You see what I'm talking about? That that confidence. That confidence. There's a cross. Nice one by the Nat Phillips. This is why I told you that there's that nice one by Thiago. Salah alone with the keeper. Finish it. Money. Finish it. Oh! We missed people. How big are we to a point? How do you miss that? How do you miss that? Thiago, what a kick, man. You always finish it. Salah. Ah, man. Money. Oh, my God. We missed the city, guys. Something that it should be easy to finish. Oh, my God. Oh. What was happening there? And Klopp was even laughing, saying, come on. You know why? What? You wonder, did by any chance Leipzig learned their mistake the last time? Jota with his ball. He's on the speed. He's going to give it to who? Who is he going to give it to? Keep going. Cross it in. Thiago. Ah! Thiago Alcantara is on fire today, people, I tell you. Thiago Alcantara is on fire. Nice one by Liverpool defense. I told you that you can always trust these young kids. You can always trust them. You can always trust them. Let me try to hear anything that has happened.
Mauricio Pochettino cut a very cool, calm figure yesterday in the press conference, and maybe are just sitting in slightly thinking, we'll weather this storm, and if we come out of it at 0-0, that is probably the tie one. Just how long can Barcelona keep up this level of performance?
Des now, level with the edges of the Paris penalty area, looked to combine with Dembele. It was interesting. One of the things, almost one of the lessons learned from Paris' point of view from the game in 2017 was that they said that they felt that as a club, maybe they focused too much on the positives of the opposition rather than the positives of themselves, which is maybe what Pochettino has done more of this time. But anyway, 0-0 in this second leg, 4-1. Paris lead on aggregate.
Okay, 25 minutes gone in Budapest, and Liverpool with a fabulous chance. They should have scored, Phil.
They should. It is still 0-0 here. Somehow it came after a period of Leipzig pressure, but Thiago dealt with it by clearing from deep inside his own half, releasing Mo Salah. He was away in behind the Leipzig defence into the area, but put his shot too close to Peter.
Salah should have scored that goal.
It broke for Sadio Mane in support, and he almost somehow completely missed his header from in front of goal. A scramble followed. It eventually ended with Salah fouling Nkunku, and the free kick was given.
It's a corner kick for Leipzig, by
now they're not in front on the night and haven't extended yet their aggregate lead here. 0-0, 2-0 on aggregate.
I think he's injured.
Liverpool have never been eliminated from European competition after winning away from home in the first leg. That is 33 ties in total. They still have the advantage. Get in touch with us on Twitter using the hashtag MatchDayLive and let us know where you're listening from as well. We're still waiting for the first goal of the night, Adam Summerton, but we've been close.
Yeah, we have on a few occasions now, and all the best chances undoubtedly have fallen to Barcelona, but there was a big call there for Anthony Taylor because Oscar Mingueza
How did we miss that?
For a challenge on Kylian Mbappe, and he's just fouled it again. And there was just a moment there, Chris, where you held your
What was Mane doing there?
You wondered whether a second yellow might be produced, but he's been given the benefit of the doubt by Anthony Taylor. Now Mingueza heads behind for a corner to Paris.
Yeah, and a man who knows all about playing on a yellow card, Marco Verratti, was speaking to the referee, suggesting.
It's crazy. RB Leipzig, Fabinho has the ball. Salah, Thiago still has the control of the ball. Oh, Thiago with a mistake, but nice one by Nat Phillips. He was able to recover. He's passing it straight to Andy Robertson, who's going to cover space. Setting it for, he tried to set it for Gino Ronaldo or Diego Jota. I don't know either one of those, but they lost the ball. Upamecano has the ball now. Leipzig controlling the game. What a game, people. What a game. So let's see what's happening, people. Tell me your thoughts. When are we gonna score? So Mane with a pass, a nice pass to Trent. Trent pass it to Salah. I think Salah should have left it for Jota. I think Salah should have left it for Jota. Jota was behind. There's gonna be a penalty in the Barcelona side, but it's a corner kick to Liverpool. Let me watch the corner kick, then run to penalty.
On his face, he clearly thinks that there was contact, and it seems strange for him to have gone down.
Again, Jota gets the ball back today.
To the screen at the side of the pitch to have
They are checking the penalty, by the way, for Barcelona.
And I have to say, on seeing
yellow card to Lenglet.
This replay here, it does look as though it's inadvertent, I think. But
yeah, it's a penalty.
On, isn't it? And it's a penalty. Paris have
it's a penalty. PSG has a Lenglet fouled.
The player brought down, and a yellow card is going to be produced.
PSG are going to make it worse.
Anthony Taylor, and after all the pressure, all the chances for Barca, it's Paris who will have a golden opportunity.
PSG are going to make it worse.
On the night from the penalty spot.
Yeah.
Anthony Taylor
took the lead from the spot in the first leg, and you know what? I think to make matters worse from a Barcelona point of view,
Kylian Mbappe.
You know, there was no
what a goal! What a goal!
Pretty much straight at
5-1, 5-1 on aggregate.
Contact, and it's the man of the moment. It's Kylian Mbappe.
Almost half an hour gone, and it's Kylian Mbappe who's paced out.
First goal of the day, penalty by Kylian Mbappe.
With his arms up in the air, almost dancing across his line.
Fabinho is not happy about something.
Wearing all orange. Mbappe stood to the left of the ball. Will surely strike it right-footed.
What a goal, though.
A hat-trick in the first leg for Kylian Mbappe. And he's got the first goal of the second leg as well to put Paris in front on the night.
PSG in front of Barcelona, so it's 5-1. Nice one by Ozak Kabak. Nicely, it's out for thrown by Robertson. So that's what is happening. Barcelona behind already. It's done. It's a done thing. Liverpool had 2 chances that should have been goals, by the way, if you know. 2 chances that should have been goals. Oh my God, there's some chance for RB Leipzig, and that doesn't look good. Every Liverpool team, what a save by Alisson. What a save.
Trent Alexander-Arnold played in behind the defence this time, went to the byline, opted a middle, but Deo Upamecano just got in front of him, and it came off him.
What? It was going in.
A chance to get one back, turns onto his right foot. Now it comes back to Griezmann, and now Dest in the area, but it's cleared by Kazawa. But once more, it was Dembele whose pace got him in behind, but he wasn't able to find a finish, and another chance goes for Barcelona.
How's Gino Ronaldo playing today?
The opportunities, the openings to make life much
Nat Phillips, that was intelligent.
Yeah, they've been brave, and we must
your movement.
Say that it doesn't really change anything for Barcelona. They still have to.
RB Leipzig almost scored Liverpool, man.
It'll be extra time, but you know the task isn't any steeper in 90 minutes for them. They still have to score 4 goals.
Messi now looks for Dest again, who's had a look.
Barcelona losing, people. Oh my God. Oh my God. If that was on target, Alisson was not getting either. Nothing. Alisson was not getting any of that. Nice one. Man gets knock. Yeah, he does get a knock. He does get a knock. In fact, I feel like it's a yellow card. Leipzig are now showing up. They're coming back into the game, guys. Ozak controlling that defense with Nat Phillips. Mane no longer has that energy, if you understand what I mean. That's one by Ozak. Robertson set it up top. Yeah, Jota, Gini, Fabinho, of course. Fabinho up top. Those are the passes we want. Select you. Oh, okay, no, you won't get anything. Nice one. It didn't go back to Thiago, but Thiago does get the ball to Trent Alexander-Arnold. My God, why are we doing squealing this? Just went to the keeper's hands, right? It was a cross from Trent Alexander-Arnold, and they went straight to the keeper's hands. Seeing Fabinho and Thiago working together is just a revelation, people. I tell you, it's just out of this world. Saucy. Ozak with what's his name? Opamakan with the long kick. Fabinho has it. Yeah, this is what we know from Fabinho, but Salah doesn't get it. Thiago can be taught. Oh my God! What a nice one. Trenty goes back to Jota. Jota, you can get that. Oh no, you can't. I know you can't. We can hope you do, but you know you can't. So what are your thoughts? Click the subscribe button if you haven't. They're attacking, by the way. They're attacking. Nice one by Andy Robertson.
But yeah, we can talk about the book. So remember, I was never comfortable with dressing around.
Just Mbappe's quality and pace, I think it's sensible from Koeman. If they have a 1% chance of going through now, if they go down to 10 men, I mean, that is tie over.
Lionel Messi now, right-hand edge of the area to Griezmann. Lovely close control by Messi. Griezmann.
You guys just seen the confidence of Ozak Kabak, how he was able to control the ball like it's nothing. It's crazy, hey?
Lovely approach play though by Barcelona.
Yeah, I think
Leipzig are coming though.
Actually, and the flag probably would have gone up or certainly would have been disallowed, but instinctive flick. And I guess from Barcelona's point of view, they would have loved Dembele to have played through Griezmann for those chances and not the other way around, because he is a finisher, Antoine Griezmann. And yeah, I think had the opportunities fallen to him, Barcelona would certainly have scored once in this opening 36 minutes.
He's had a few opportunities to get his 10th UEFA Champions League goal of his career tonight, Dembele. He hasn't been able to take them on the ball again here, though, with options left and right. Picks out Jordi Alba. Back it goes to Dembele. Dembele inside now to Pedri. Time and space for Messi. Centre of the pitch. Looks to drive on and hits one left-footed. Oh, that's brilliant. It's typical Lionel Messi. And the captain's got Barcelona going again here. Beats Keylor Navas with a shot from distance.
Oh, Barcelona back in the game.
Well, you can never tire of watching Leo Messi. Brilliant. What a strike that is.
Something has happened here.
30 meters out. He cuts across it. It swerves and it keeps.
There's a man who's lying there. Why are they dealing here? Why are they dealing here? There's a man who's lying there.
Power of the effort.
Messi's injured there.
Majestic from Messi, and is it the start of one of those Leo Messi performances?
Here they come again. Messi involved once more. Looks for Destin. The goalkeeper's come out, and they're saying it should be a penalty. Well, Destin's told to get to his feet by Anthony Taylor. He did seem to collide shoulder to shoulder with the goalkeeper Keylor Navas. Destin stayed down. He's holding his rib area. Players carried.
Oh no.
The Barcelona players, 4 of them are surrounding Anthony Taylor.
You know, he was attacked.
I think has been shown to Frankie de Jong.
I think that's a penalty.
And in the 38th
I actually
minute,
think that is a
just
penalty.
a big call. It will be getting reviewed, obviously, by VAR. Frankie de Jong, as I say, shown a yellow card. But Barca feel that they should have a penalty. I have to say my own view of it, Chris, for what it was worth, it looked shoulder to shoulder to me. I'm not so sure on first sight this was a penalty, but we're looking at a replay now. There is a coming together, but there's no push out by the goalkeeper. They just come together, don't they?
I think they do. I'm also just looking at what happened after that, because Junior Firpo and Kylian Mbappe in the aftermath had a coming together, and there were some flailing arms there.
Wow.
Mbappe certainly
Mbappe is stealing people like nobody. PSG.
So I wonder whether VAR will just check that. Of course, things get reviewed without there actually being an official check, but all sorts has happened in the last 60 seconds. It looks like it's not going to be a penalty. It's not going to be anything for Firpo.
Interesting people.
From the replays we've seen, both those seem to be correct. There wasn't enough there for a spot kick for me either.
Just so you know, it's Stuart Atwell, Premier League official, who is the VAR tonight. Paul Tierney is the assistant VAR. Anthony Taylor, the referee.
But you know, it's almost two quick-fire goals, and if Barcelona do score again, particularly before the break, it's well and truly on. They'd scored 3 goals in from the 88-minute mark on 4 years ago. So 3 goals in 50 minutes is it's easy, Adam, isn't it?
Though it's still 0-0, guys, with Liverpool. Still 0-0.
Makes things a little more interesting again, doesn't it? And it was vintage Lionel Messi. Shot hitting the top corner, left-footed, that wand of a left boot that he's got.
Okay. They're trying to do something there. Nice one by Trent. Nice one. This is how you want the ball to go. Fabinho. Let's keep going. Thiago. Jota. Go Jota. I'm trusting. Look at Manny. Oh, he still has it. Jota alone. Jota. Yeah. The keeper saved it. The keeper saved it. The keeper saved it.
That many strikes.
The keeper saved it.
It's almost like his great rival Cristiano Ronaldo, when we've seen plenty of shots from him, but that absolutely flew from Messi. I think it was probably his first shot of the match, perhaps, or maybe only his second. And my word, it was something very special.
Came in the 37th minute after Mbappe had given Paris the lead from the penalty spot on 31 minutes after Longley had brought down Icardi. Is Busquets just inside his own half, plays it short to Pedri, who's been very neat and tidy in central midfield. He's brought down. Free kick to Barcelona, who are the top scorers, by the way, in the Spanish top flight this season.
I think I just saw Nat Phillips colliding with another player's head here. I wonder, there's something that Nat Phillips is putting in his head. I want to look at his head a bit. I feel like he's putting something. By the way, Diogo Jota had a chance, he hit it, and he could not get anything out of that because the shot was not really clear. Oh yeah, there were collisions of head. There were collisions of head with Nat Phillips. 41 minutes goal, people. Liverpool still failing to get a goal in the first half. Didn't they get a goal in the first half in the Champions League, like the first part? Oh. Kellen Navas just is saving PSG here, people. Nice one. It's no longer the money you're used to, Genie. It's no longer the money you're used to. There's danger here. What are you doing, man? Do you ever score with those things? I don't know. I want to check if Liverpool scored in the first half in their first game against Leipzig. I need to cross-check that. Don't remember how that one went. Oh, Jota is being marked by a lot of people. I didn't see what happened that led to that situation. Look at that. Look at that. Yes, the Liverpool game. Yes. They have not scored a goal in the first half. I don't know what's happening. Mane, that cannot be a free kick. You can't be falling easily like that. Nice one. Fabinho. Kabak. Nat Phillips. Yes, what a pass by. I was like, Kabak to Mane. Mane, you don't stop running from that. Jota was too fast to get to that one. Let me hear your thoughts in the comment section, people. Halftime almost going there. Liverpool still 0-0. Should have scored 2-3 chances that should have been buried, especially the second and the third chance. Jota, don't be doing this. Nice one, nice one. At least you took out the player, man, and you stopped the danger. You stopped the danger. There's this guy called Foosbacks. I think it's good. Phillips knew that if that doesn't happen, he checks out the man. And that was an intelligent idea. Hope it doesn't cost us anyway. Okay, the game is still here, people. Barcelona still 1-1. Keep going back up. There's look at the space. Look at the space. Penalty. 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 Barcelona gets a penalty. Griezmann was touched in the 18 area. Penalty.
Has a chance to play one into the box for Messi. Now, was there a foul there on Griezmann? It's a
penalty.
He's given it.
Messi is about to make it.
Here. Griezmann brought down just inside the area. And
wow.
Now you start to wonder, don't you?
Wow.
Time at the end of the first half here, Barcelona will have a chance to go in front on the night. It was Kurzawa who has collided his outstretched left boot. It's caught Griezmann, who's gone down.
In fact, to tell the truth, he was typing a message. If I really checked properly.
To see where the first contact was. First view.
Yeah, check is over, and it is a penalty.
To collect his thoughts.
It is a penalty.
Of course, Kurzawa, who had that horrible night in La Remontada, scored an own goal.
La Remontada, I love that. La Remontada.
One of the other Barcelona strikes, but is it a penalty? Because there is a VAR check.
Yeah, I think the Paris players are asking Anthony Taylor what's being communicated to him. But the check is over, is the information we're getting, and it's
still 0-0 there. Liverpool finished another halftime without a goal.
Yeah,
so it's a penalty. Kellen Navas could be the one who says, let's see what happens.
Okay, because, of course, before that move started, Longley went up for a header, which he won.
This is a big game, and if Barcelona have to do it in PSG home ground, that would be sick. That will be sickening to watch. That will be out of this world.
And Leo Messi here. Well, if this goes in, Adam Somerton, hold on to your seats for the second half.
Yeah. Messi has placed the ball. He's looking down at the ball. Keylor Navas wearing all green, stood in the centre of his goal.
Oh, Navas saved it.
Arms outstretched. Looking
Navas saved it. Navas saved the penalty.
Again, he looks down at the ball and then looks up again. Lionel Messi, huge pressure.
Navas saved the penalty.
Telling the goalkeeper, Keylor Navas,
wow.
to make sure he stays on his line. Messi has already scored one sensational goal. Can he convert from the spot? Oh, he can't! Saved by Navas. It came off the goalkeeper and onto the...
Navas just saved the penalty, people. Oh no, yeah, penalty is being checked. They're checking it. Oh, it's a corner kick, so the keeper was okay. The keeper was okay. Nah, it's done. Not one, two of their chances, man. We had the crazy chances.
There is another VAR check going on here, which is why players been paused. And it is to check whether the goalkeeper.
Halftime in all people. Halftime. Liverpool should be leading by 2-0. We still have a problem of not scoring in the first half, people. And the game like this has just proved it. And I don't know. So, guys, I'm going to leave you with these guys talking. Then I'll be back again for the after halftime. I haven't eaten like I told you, and I'm hungry.
Happened in this first half. It has been action-packed as Anthony Taylor blows the half-time whistle. Wow, very, very interesting indeed. But Lionel Messi has got the goal that has equalised for Barcelona here, but he had the chance to put them in front on the night, but couldn't take it in added time at the end of the half. And it means at half-time at the Parc des Princes, it's Paris 1, Barca 1.
You're listening to UEFA Champions League Matchday Live.
What a half of football in the French capital. One of the best halves of football we've seen in the UEFA Champions League this season. Somehow it's only 1-1. Barca should have a more commanding and flattering scoreline based on what we've seen. But Paris, of course, have that great aggregate advantage. Halftime in Budapest, where it's still Liverpool 0, Leipzig 0. Phil Blacker.
Not short of chances in this one, though, Rob. Either Liverpool's 2-0 aggregate lead remaining intact. Strange sort of game, really, in that both teams have had different spells in the ascendancy, but the opposition have looked more dangerous during those spells in terms of the chances created. Leipzig with the best early opening. It needed a fine save from Alisson to deny Dani Olmo from inside the penalty area. After the Reds had dominated, really, the opening quarter of an hour or so. They, too, though, had their openings. Diego Jota, in particular, with 3 of them throughout the course of the first half. The first from a corner, Alexander-Arnold delivered from the right. Jota got it well above Klosterman. Really good save from Pedro Galeacci to turn it over the top. He was also in position to repel another effort from the Portuguese player later in the half, and it was Jota right at the end that put one into the side netting when Mo Salah had just been unable to bring the ball under control from right in front of goal. But Leipzig's need, of course, is the greater in an attacking sense. They committed more players forward. Understandably, the longer this game has gone on, they started with the 3 centre-backs. That tactical shift has already kind of happened as the half has gone on. They've had further chances, notably Forsberg, who pulled one just wide of the far post on his left foot when it broke rather favourably for him in the penalty area. And that's kind of been the story so far, nearly but not quite for both of these sides. They've each had opportunities to really change the dynamic of the contest, but it remains finely balanced. It's 0-0 at the break, 2-0 Liverpool on aggregate.
More from Phil Shorley, but let's go back to Paris against Barcelona, where it is 1-1. Chris Parrott and Adam Summerton watching this. Adam, 15 attempts for Barca in that first half.
Doesn't surprise me.
No.
And it could, as we said right throughout the first half as well, Rob, they've had enough chances to arguably even have turned this around, Barcelona. I mean, Dembele will be so frustrated. He really will be, because, I mean, one of them in particular was an absolute golden opportunity. You could argue that 2 of the others were, well, I'd say they were more than half chances, but they're not necessarily chances that you would 9 times out of 10 expect a forward to score, but certainly the final one was. And that will be such a frustration for Ronald Koeman, in that tactically they've played this so well, but find themselves only on level terms on the night.
Well, I can't believe that it's their level. I can't believe that they fell behind. You know, they've been absolutely excellent. They've been all over Paris, who I think slightly set up to play in the counter-attack, but they would have expected to have had far more of the ball, most definitely. And you know, from a neutral point of view, it's almost a shame that Messi didn't score that penalty, because Barca would have been well worthy to be 2-1 up. And now in that dressing room, they have to, you know, I hope that doesn't act as a bit of a downer and maybe suck some of their belief out, because that was a first 45 minutes to be proud of. I haven't watched every Barcelona game this season. I've seen quite a few, and I have not seen them play that well under Ronald Koeman.
3-4-3 every week now, Rob.
Yeah, absolutely right. I mean, it's interesting because we were talking about the psychological scars that come with the defeat in 2017, and you're like, well, it was 4 years ago, and a lot of the players have changed, but it looked cagey. It did look cagey, Chris, from Paris Saint-Germain early on.
Yeah, it did. I mean, if you remember at the start of the first leg, you know, Barcelona went 1-0 up in that match with that penalty, and it was only really in the last 20, 30 minutes that Paris struck clear. And I just wonder whether they thought, we'll expect Barcelona to come at us. We back ourselves defensively just to soak up the pressure. And then as the game goes on, you know, we can use Mbappe's pace and we can go and, you know, make the tie very safe. But, you know, Barcelona didn't let up. Often you see teams play with intensity like that for 10, 15-minute spells, maybe 20, 30-minute spells, but not the whole 45 minutes. And whether they can do that for 90 minutes and maybe, who knows, 120 minutes, will be a huge test. Of course, the one thing that they have on their side, Paris, is that already we've seen Migueza taken off because of a yellow card. Frenkie de Jong is on a yellow card as well. And there were just moments in that match where you thought, that first off, where you thought, I can see Barcelona finishing this game with 10 men. They have to ensure that doesn't happen if they're to have any chance in this second half.
One thing I'd say as well, Rob, is I'm surprised that Pochettino's playing in a way that, for me, almost allows Barcelona a route back into this, if you like, because there have been times when they've been severely stretched at the back, Paris, and you look at the advances that you've got, and you'd be tempted to say, I know it's not naturally their style nor his, but you would think that they might say, look, let's just kill this. Let's just kill this game. Let's defend. Or I know they've looked to try and play on the counter-attack, but there have been times where, particularly down the flanks, I mean, Desta's run into clear green grass on a few occasions.
He has. And just to say, actually, because we're seeing some of the replays from the first half chances, Rob, so Keylor Navas, who you always sense was going to be a big part of the jigsaw when he came in after winning those 3 straight Champions Leagues, he's produced 2 amazing saves. The penalty, but we've just seen the stop from Dest's effort that hit the bar. And we weren't sure in commentary from the one angle we were shown whether he got a touch. He did. It was an unbelievable save. So you have to credit Keylor Navas, because without him in that first half, Barcelona could easily have scored 3 or 4.
Okay, gents, thank you very much. You get a well-earned break at half-time where it's Paris 1, Barca 1. That makes it 5-2 on aggregate. There is still hope for Barcelona. Leo Messi, by the way, despite having missed a penalty, after that thumping goal on 37 minutes, is now on 120 goals in the UEFA Champions League, while Kylian Mbappe is the youngest player to reach 25. A reminder that there is UEFA Europa League action tomorrow when the round of 16 begins. There's lots of build up to those fixtures on UEFA.com, but there's one huge standout tie as Manchester United take on AC Milan at Old Trafford. It's 2 of Europe's biggest clubs going head-to-head, and both Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and captain Harry Maguire can sense the anticipation.
When I was growing up, I watched a lot of AC Milan and the big games and the big nights that they've been involved in. So it's an exciting time for us. We want to play the best. We want to test ourselves against the best teams, and I feel like they're one of the best teams in the competition. So we're looking forward to it.
You know, the tie when you draw AC Milan, Man United, AC Milan, that sounds Champions League like. They've got tradition, history, quality, absolute class act, and they've rebuilt again, now really challenging at the top, and it's nice to see them being back up there.
Ole Gunnar Solskjaer there. He will be without Marcus Rashford. It is expected after he limped out of Sunday's successful derby victory over Manchester City, with Edison Cavani also missing out for a manager finally stamping his mark on the club. Solskjaer knows what a Europa League title would mean for United.
For a team, when you win something, it does something to you. I feel also that it can be a catalyst to something bigger and better. We need to get there at some point, and you know, when you're in the Europa League, you want to go as far as you possibly can and go all the way. Last season, the defeat in the semi was a bitter pill to swallow.
De Gea, Van der Beek, Pogba all out, and Cavani probably not, according to Solskjaer in his press conference earlier on today. Among the other round of 16 ties, Tottenham Hotspur take on Dinamo Zagreb in London. Spurs boss Jose Mourinho says he would love to win a trophy for chairman Daniel Levy, who is celebrating his 20th year at the club.
The work is undeniable. The club is a big club. big club in many aspects, very, very well organized in many aspects, and that's an incredible work from him as the big boss in here, but from the whole structure that works with him and works for him. So I don't think sometimes it's fair to judge just on the trophies, but trophies are the salt and pepper of football, and I would love to, not just for him, for the players, for the fans, for everyone. I would love to help for that to happen.
Mourinho's competed in that competition twice and won it both times with Porto and Manchester United. His Spurs side will be without Gio Lo Celso for the visit of Dinamo Zagreb. Head to UEFA.com for the best build-up and reaction to the round of 16 in that competition. Next week, of course, the round of 16 in the Champions League will conclude. 4 more sides will confirm their place in the quarterfinals, and we'll be covering all of the matches right here on Matchday Live. Dominic Johnson looks ahead.
The home teams are in charge in all 4 of the remaining last 16 ties. Our commentary match next Tuesday sees Real Madrid host Atalanta. The Spanish Giants are looking to finish the job.
Now Ferland Mendy on his right foot shoots and scores! Ferland Mendy has done it for Real Madrid, and I don't think Zidane can believe it.
Mendy's rare goal in Bergamo means the 13 times winners are big favourites to progress, but right off Atalanta at your peril. They've been perfect on the road in this competition so far this season.
Dangerous ball towards Hatterport, gets his head to it, Gosens is there, and Atalanta double their lead. They're 2 up at Anfield.
It's 3 wins from 3 outside of Italy for Gianpiero Gasparini's side, and with Real Madrid without Casemiro due to suspension, it's certainly not tie over. The other match in 6 days' time sees Manchester City welcome Borussia Mönchengladbach. Pep Guardiola's side have 1 foot in the quarter-finals already.
Cancelo to curl in, it's towards Bernardo Silva again, and there is the second for Manchester City. From close range, it is Gabriel Jesus. Borussia Mönchengladbach 0, Manchester City 2.
City's 2-0 lead looks formidable given their incredible form recently. We'll have regular updates. Then on Wednesday, it's all about Chelsea and Atletico. Can Diego Simeone's side fight back?
Marcus Alonso in towards Giroud. It almost fell for him. Overhead kick, and Olivier Giroud has done it. It was a spectacular finish.
We'll have full match commentary of Atleti's match with Chelsea in a week's time. Goals as they go in from Bayern's game with Lazio too. The defending champions are in a commanding position.
Thinks one way, goes the other way, shoots, blocked by Pepe Reina, but guess who's there to follow up? Leroy Sané. Well, maybe Bayern Munich have got this tie done and dusted.
If Lazio overturn a 4-1 first leg deficit, then it'll be one of the greatest Champions League comebacks of all time. Matchday Live is on air at 8 p.m. Central European time next Tuesday and Wednesday as the quarter-final lineup is completed.
Dominic Johnson there looking ahead to next week's UEFA Champions League action, but this week's is not done yet. Coming up very shortly, full second half commentary of Paris Saint-Germain versus Barcelona, plus updates and all the goals from Liverpool, Leipzig. If you've just joined us, here's what you've missed in the first half.
Draxler now has Kazawa forward. He pushes a ball into the 6-yard box. You might have heard the yelp there as he went down. Well, Anthony Taylor has gone across to the screen at the side of the pitch to have a look at this, and it's a penalty. Paris have got a penalty. A hat-trick in the first leg for Kylian Mbappe, and he's got the first goal of the second leg as well to put Paris in front. Dembele inside now to Pedri. Time and space for Messi. Centre of the pitch, looks to drive on and hits one left-footed. Oh, that's brilliant! It's typical Lionel Messi, and the captain's got Barcelona going again here. And Busquets has a chance to play one to the box for Messi.
Hello, people. We are back again with the second half. Like I told you, I didn't eat today. I'm so hungry. Tried to prepare, but I can't. Second half is on. Liverpool versus Leipzig. We are back in the situations where we score goals. Let's see if we can get goals now. But this thing has to stop for us not scoring in the first half. We need our team to have direction. Nice one by Jota. The movement of Jota is just crazy if you look at it. The way he moves, it makes it easy to move with football when you're in that position. It's just amazing. It's just amazing. Okay, let me hear your thoughts in the comment section, guys. What are you expecting? Click that like button and subscribe to the Football Connect. Today you are working with Sam who's in the dining, watching live for the first time, so there's no Mr. Gameplay who will be like, go when it's not a goal, because I would have seen it exactly as you. Oh, that doesn't look good. That doesn't look good. Oh, no. That one is gone. Even if he tries to do miracles, that is not coming back. Yeah, Phillips. Listen. What are we expecting to see? Click that like button and subscribe to the Football Connect. Mane, Salah is Jota. He's gonna get a knock. He's gonna get a knock. He's gonna get a knock. I think Mane was the wrong decision to give it to Jota. Salah was open. He should have given it to Salah. In my view, that's what I feel like. Yeah, good. At least let be a throw-in, man. We want to see that Salah. Let's see if the Barcelona game is starting.
For the challenge on Griezmann right at the end of the first half, who's been replaced. That's the only change made by either head coach at half-time. And back underway we are at the Parc des Princes. Remember, 1-1 on the night, 5-2 to Paris on aggregate. And they're on the attack early on here as it's played in towards Icardi, but claimed by Ter Stegen.
That was half a chance there. Elected not to try and play it to him, and eventually the ballback was pretty easily cut out, but a very fast start. Diallo's gone to left back, so a straight swap. I half wonder whether Pochettino might think about matching up and go for it at the back, but he's stuck with his formation, and I think he will definitely want more from his Paris players in the second period. He'll know they're lucky to be at 1-1.
Diallo now takes it down the left-hand side, being put under pressure by Dest. Diallo has held on to this now deep inside the Barca half, plays it to the left-hand corner of the box, and Mbappe, who's got 4 yellow shirts around him immediately. It was a nice exchange between Kylian Mbappe and Ronald Koeman as the players were coming out for the second half. Some respect shown to, of course, former European Cup winner in Ronald Koeman by Kylian Mbappe. He looked delighted as well that he was given that recognition as well by Kylian Mbappe, Ronald Koeman.
He just said hi to Idrissa Gana Gueye. Of course, he had at Everton in the English Premier League, and then he made for Kylian Mbappe. Yeah, I mean, look, Mbappe's a great student of football. He will know all about that free kick in 1992. And if he ever hits one as well as that in his career, then he'll be doing well. Here goes Frenkie de Jong.
Played it forward here to Dembele, who will be keen to make amends after those missed chances of the first half. He's played it to this near side, the right, and Dest, who was influential down the right-hand side in the first half. This time has it taken off him by the substitute Diallo. Mbappe back to Verratti.
Sorry, Adam, it's been an absolute graveyard for defenders, this two-legged tie, isn't it? Just get absolutely done, and then, right, you're off.
Well, Verratti could have gone down there, tried to carry on, but he was caught by Busquets, and now that the free kick has been given, he does go down, Verratti. You know, Chris, I know that players like Neymar, players like Mbappe will always grab the headlines at Paris, but I think Verratti is as important maybe as any of them to the way that they want to play.
He is, and you know, in the
first leg, I'm looking at this game and I'm wondering what's missing. What's missing?
Been one of the tweaks since he replaced Thomas Tuchel, and he was mightily effective in that first game. And it's Paredes who
That looks dangerous from Leipzig
for Pochettino and has dominated games. But tonight, I mean, we barely mentioned his name actually.
We need to say something, guys. Put some respect on Ozak. Now, Ozak and Nat Phillips, they're playing so well. Even Trent. Let me hear your thoughts in the comment section. Let me see if there's 2 power here. 133. Yeah. These guys are playing so well, Barcelona, you know. I don't know why they're not finishing their chances. And I'm curious to hear from Liverpool fans, what did you think about the performance of Mane today? Jürgen gets a yellow card. Your thoughts? Upamecano is making Salah's day a living day now. There's a pass. Ah, man. Man isn't. Ah. At this moment, I don't really know how to say in this game. I'm looking at it and the passes and whatever that is happening, and I'm like, yeah.
Marco Verratti will not be there for the first leg of the.
There's Salah too.
Barcelona on the attack here with Jordi Alba plays it inside to
Yeah,
Messi.
Fabinho.
With Dembele. Dembele plays it wide.
Thiago, you see, you can actually tell that the midfield is different now because we have a Fabinho who's gonna check on you, who's gonna call you on your bullshit if that is what I'm supposed to say. Mane, do something with that moment. Something that makes sense. Yeah, pass to Jota, to Robertson to Jota. Jota up and Salah. No. What's wrong with Liverpool? What's wrong with Liverpool? Even Klopp is complaining. You can't be leaving a ball passing you like that, like you cannot see the ball. You're attacking, but nobody's going to the ball. What's happening with your confidence, Liverpool? What a pass to Jota. Finish it, Jota. Let's finish. Salah missed it. Oh. I want you to listen to this, guys. They're going to talk about what happened to Liverpool. They're going to talk about what happened to Liverpool.
Couldn't dispossess him, and Messi looked to try and scramble through, but kicked away by Diallo.
You know, the comparisons with Iniesta are unfair given all that he achieved, but his
I can see why though, yeah.
Yeah, always plays with his head up, always just looking for that
Big Alan.
He's complementing this Barcelona team superbly. He doesn't look like a guy who's pretty much in his first full season. And
that's one Mane.
Game in the Champions League, he's looked
right.
very much at home, and that's no surprise given the way he's been playing this season. And you know, Barcelona may well end up going out tonight. And you know,
I don't know what I'm talking about Liverpool now.
Last 16, they should be going further than that, but there are definitely big pluses, I think, to take. And Pedri, in the form of the youngsters, is right at the top of that list.
Huge chance for Liverpool. Phil Blacker.
Diego Jota on the end of it again. Wijnaldum doing well in the midfield, and then Sadio Mane playing the ball over the top of the Leipzig defence. Borderline whether he was onside or not. I think it might not have counted had it gone in, but the effort from Diego Jota was saved anyway by
Gini.
Looks to pull one across for Dest, who was arriving, and Diallo got a heel on it.
Salah.
Taken away
Salah.
from Dest.
Salah. I knew that this was a recipe to failure when I saw this ball moving. That was a recipe to failure.
That they just lacked a little bit at times.
And if you notice, he's timed his runs to perfection, just as Phil Blacker is giving.
Little unlucky with the timing of some of Dembele's.
Oh.
Like Fuller remontada 4 years ago.
It is still 0-0 in that Liverpool-Leipzig game, by the way. Pedri now plays it back to Frankie de Jong inside the centre circle with Busquets. It's certainly Barca asking questions, having the majority of the possession, looking to force the issue, of course, as they must do.
Yeah, this is interesting, people.
In this second half, Anthony Taylor deciding there was no foul.
Wow. What happened to Gini there? Nice one, nice one. Give that ref the ball. Yeah. Some people flexing their power. Their power. Saying that they're going great with another. Wait, with another. I've been going so good with another. You know what? This has been a good game, but I just want to enjoy it. We need goals in this game. Yeah, not on the red side, but on the white side. No, that's not a free kick. Yes. Oh. Something's wrong with our boys, man. Something's wrong with our boys. Something is wrong with our boys. But they're playing football. We are definitely playing good football. Click that like button, guys, and subscribe to the Football Connect. Tell me your thoughts. Liverpool are controlling the game, but they're just not finishing their chances. Barcelona, the other end, dominating the game, but not finishing their chances. In fact, I actually feel sorry for Barcelona this month. Mane is alertness is really gone, people. Mane is not alert.
Penalty was important. That penalty is going to come back and haunt us, I'm telling you.
Okay, your thoughts? They are making a substitute. A player's waiting to come in. 60 minutes, 30 minutes left. Do Liverpool have to take out anybody?
We're just looking for the right mix, something that's going to trouble that Liverpool team at the back.
Trend with the ball now. Let's see. There's a Chinese guy who has been introduced. We're going, hey here, people. Yeah. Oh, young son. Oh, what a weird pass, if I have to say. Fabino. Gini. Robo. Yes. Ali. Yeah, let's go. He's trying to give it to Mane. Anyway, This is where we are now, people. What happened? I want to see that again. I want to see that again. Nice one by Phillips. Not Phillips, guys. This guy is gonna be one guy. You have to put some respect on him. Probably Ali as well, because I feel like he has done more. Jota, you see this and nice one by Fabinho. I cannot get that. Thiago. With this weird hairstyles that Thiago with these guys have, nice one. Jota, I know you'll go with. Think he's just gonna lose on the rest of the legs here. Never. You can't do that on Trent and get away with that. There's no way. There's no way. What a kick. Straight back to the goalkeeper. Liverpool don't mind to finish this game 0-0. Click the like button, people.
And I think the way they've played it, they've tried to sort of suck the life out of the game, and thus far, I think they've done it reasonably well. We've seen much less of Dembele. We've not really.
Leipzig, trying by all means to make everything up. Wow!
Make this a boring game if they wanted to.
Wow!
That's what they're trying
Wow!
to do. Barcelona tried to do the opposite. Griezmann with Dest to his right. Griezmann with the ball here to Jordi Alba. Alba into the box. Messi on the turn. It's blocked. And still could be a chance. Messi trying to dig it out. Griezmann's there as well on the edge of the 6-yard box. Somehow, I'm not quite sure how, but sheer strength of numbers and will there.
Oh
and
my
desire
God!
for Paris, they've managed to keep that out.
Keep doing things like that, Leipzig.
Oh, Marquinhos, what a captain's challenge. You thought Messi's going to score. And not only does he block it once, he then puts himself on the floor, really, after the diving challenge.
Nat Phillips has been a revelation.
Potentially then stop Messi having the chance to shoot. It bobbled up and hit Messi's arm, so it might have been handball, but Marquinhos there, that was huge defending. Otherwise, it was.
Ali's giving a sign. You guys go.
They did check for a penalty, but that one has quickly been looked at and decided against. Didn't see a spot kick there either.
Proper Warriors challenge that, Chris, from Marquinhos.
We should have sent him.
Wow. It's offside.
Attack again here, Barcelona with Messi. It's a little bit of encouragement for them. There's still plenty of time left here. There's around half an hour to go with inevitable added time that we'll get at the end of the game. 5-2 it is on aggregate, 1-1 on the night. 3 goals. Of course, Barcelona required to, without reply, to force extra time. That would be Verratti now. Under pressure on the edge of his own
nice one.
it as well. Dembele trying to combine with Jordi Alba, and he couldn't. And Paris have it back again. Icardi.
Yes, Jota.
Those are the moments, Adam. It was a great opportunity there to at least get a shot and goal. The move was.
Kalu, the Upamecano is going as well.
Neat and tidy, and again, good defending from Marquinhos as poor Anthony Taylor gets the ball whacked at him by Paredes. I feel so sorry for officials. Paredes just puts his
Wow!
arm to say,
They just hit the crossbar, by the way.
Approximately 4 millimeters.
They just hit the crossbar. They want to kill Liverpool. They just hit the crossbar. Leipzig just hit the crossbar, and it was a Jota mistake. And Upamecano was the guy who moved with the ball to almost.
Knowing that if they could get another one, it would really start to put doubt into the minds of the Paris players. It would start to revive memories of 2017 for those that were involved that day. And there's still, for me, a calmness about Barcelona, despite the fact that the deficit that they have to make up. They still look like a side that believe they'll get the chances to perhaps claw some of the deficit back, and then you just never know.
I've
Salah.
been saying, you know,
Nice
they
one by
get 3
Salah.
goals in
But there was nobody.
2 minutes, you know, and plus added on time. So
There was
there
nobody.
are lots of players who were directly involved that night.
Thiago has been good today. You see, I told you, we told about this. Thiago needed somebody on the side, and he was going to be good. He needed somebody on the side, and he was going to be good. Look what he's doing today. Salah.
Under Sirlett's header off the bar. Hwang with a cross. He's just come on. He and Kleiber introduced for Paulson and Forsberg. Upamecano won it well, though, in creating the chance for Hwang. And Sirlett so close. That could have been a game changer. First real threat, actually, since the interval for Leipzig. But it's still 0-0 and 2-0 Liverpool on aggregate.
Let's not forget Leipzig semi-finalists last season in the UEFA Champions League, going out as things stand, as are Barcelona, unless they can do something truly special. Back to Chris Parrott and Adam Summerton.
We scored 3 goals.
In the French capital, 1-1 on the night. It remains 5-2 to Paris on aggregate. It's Barcelona who have possession with Busquets.
There is no confidence in the front three. There is no confidence. You can't see whenever they get the chances.
Longley plays it to the left-hand side.
Looks like we're about to see Francisco.
There is no confidence in the front three, I tell you. There's actually none. No confidence in the front three. It's not there. Diva Origi. Salah could be going out. Salah is going out. It's a long pass. There is no confidence at all in the front three. Upamecano is hitting people in the face now. He's hitting people in the face now. Nice one by Jin. Just let him finish, ref, then you call it out after it's now. Let's see. Trincalo. Trincalo has been brought in for Barcelona. Tell me your thoughts in the comment section. Oh, there's an attack. Ah, you lie. Thiago is having an amazing game today. I don't know why. Is it because he's playing with the German teams? Watch a pass to Mane. Yeah, Mane has been out. I think he's the one who's going out for Diva Origi. No, let him out now. Let him out. Let the ball go out. Let him go out now, man. He's just not fit enough today for this game. He's just not there. I don't know what Klopp has to do. Robertson, that's your man. Nice one by Salah. Ah, that's too much pressure for Trent, but he is capable of dealing with it. Jota, Thiago, behind you. Salah, Jota, nice one. Salah. Jota. Mane with a good pass. This is what we want to see. Look at this. Look at this. Oh my God. Oh my God. That is the confidence booster we need. Like, amazing, 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 amazing. Klopp wants to celebrate with it with Keita and stuff. Thiago and Jota out. Thiago has been amazing though. It's not the person that I expected to go out, but anyway. Oh, they're tired, man. They're tired. I know, man. You gotta be tired. I would be tired too. It's been a long time since seeing Liverpool doing some good things, you know. It's been a long time. It's nice to see. That's Genie. That has to be Genie. Origi, Nazamba Divock, Robertson, and it's out for throwing.
Surely the decisive goal. It's the lead on the night for Liverpool, and it extends their aggregate advantage to 3-0. They've been threatening it throughout, and Mo Salah has come up with a crucial contribution. His
What
first
a
goal
pass.
since the first leg of this tie.
Nice one, nice one. It's coming to you, Salah. It's coming. The ball bounced properly. It goes to Trent. Trent is giving to Divock. Divock to Trent. Trent to Salah. Salah to Keita. Keita to Divock. Divock with the cross. Money! We're done.
Team who are being pushed all the way this season in League, and who
We are
knows,
done.
it could help them in terms of playing the Champions League if indeed they do progress. It's been something that's been said in previous seasons.
What a taping by Mane. What a taping by Mane. Did you see the Keita? Did you see the passes? Did you see the passes? It was Trent, Salah, Keita. Wow, this is gonna be interesting. Wow, what a cross by Origi. What a goal. What a goal. Wow. So 4 on aggregate, people. 4 on aggregate. 4 on aggregate. You see what I'm telling you, people? We are not scoring. We are not scoring in the first half. We are not scoring in the first half. Oh. Wow, that is amazing. No, you lie, you lie, you lie, you lie. You lie, you lie. You did too much of this. Hey, Leipzig are on the coming now, people. That's on by Robo. Zach. They're all over. This is amazing.
the touch, and it's 2 for Liverpool on the night. Just as it was in the first leg, it is Salah and Mane. Jürgen Klopp celebrates, and Liverpool now can begin planning their preparations for the quarterfinals.
You heard it, guys. We are planning for quarterfinals. It's 4-0 on aggregate. So these guys have to score 5 goals. 5 goals for them to come back. 5 goals. So that is done. Liverpool, we are going next. We are going to the next round. Do me a favor, click that subscribe button, people. Show the support. Click that subscribe button. Oh, Rigi. Oh, Rigi. Oh, yeah. Still with it. It is a free kick. It is a free kick. It is a free kick. Wow. Jordi Alba almost scored, but Liverpool have made it, people. Mr. Gameplay, we have made. Salah almost did another one there. Mane has a goal. Salah has a goal. Not really the perfect games for them, but they did what they had to do. But you see the creativeness of Keita, the importance of Keita. You still see Thiago was amazing as well. Are we only winning the Champions League? Man, I actually think that we're winning this game because we are not at infield. I actually think that we're winning this game because we are not at infield. Something is wrong with that infield ground. We need to have it washed. I'm joking. I think with the setup that I saw from the lineup that Klopp has set, even the substitutes, you can see that he's a man who's after something. He wants to win something. Money with Upamecano. You can't. He was offside. Yeah, he was offside. I don't really know.
Absolutely controlling the game now, and very similar to the first leg where Salah opened the scoring. Sadio Mane scored 3 weeks ago, 5 minutes later. This time he scored 4 minutes later, and no way back for Leipzig. The first goal was
The Salah
a
goal was
decisive one.
amazing.
Jürgen Klopp was waiting to make a double change at the time. He turned in celebration and lifted Naby Keita off his feet before bringing him on against his former club, and it was Keita that played the
Wow.
pass for the fellow substitute Divock Origi to provide the cross. Mane had an open goal and made it 2-0. Leipzig rallied straight away, but in fairness, they'd offered little really prior to that, and surely now with 12 minutes of the 90 remaining, no way back for last season's semi-finalists.
2-0 Liverpool, 4-0.
Those were the comments from people who analyze football better. This is what happens, and that's where we are now. So we are left with about 12 minutes, and we'll see what happens now. Barcelona are out. By the way, Barcelona for me are out. These guys are saying Barcelona still believing, still attacking, and I'm like to them, Barcelona are out.
And it's with Angel Di Maria in the left back position here. They look to play their
Ooh,
way out.
what a
Now, they
pass.
have played the
Robertson,
ball.
man, don't just kick.
Brilliantly done that. Di Maria
Control
now
the
makes a
ball.
run down the left, but the pass looking to go to Icardi wasn't good enough, and Barca have it back again.
Yeah, that was a chance. He really should have played that back to Di Maria because it was a glorious move.
Nice one by Alisson. Nice one by Alisson.
Tried the killer pass just 1-2.
So your thoughts, people? Mr. Almighty. Hello, hello, people. Mr. Almighty, how are you doing, sir? Wow, I love that. I love that, though. Oh, 10 minutes left, people. 10 minutes left. Gene Warner is going out, by the way. And I think it's going to be replaced by the other captain, James Milner. Mr. Gameplay. Nice one. Fabinho. Fabinho in the midfielder, it makes sense. Look at that pass from Keita to Origi. Origi can tell that. Origi always scores those. Origi always scores those. I was about to see a cameo of the past to what Odiva Origi know him to do. I was about to see a cameo of Origi, man. Wow. He always score those, Origi. He always score those. What a pass by Keita, though. What a pass by Keita. What a pass. What a pass. Tell me your thoughts in the comment section, guys. Click that like button, subscribe to the Football Connect. The game is almost over. I'm enjoying what I'm looking at here. Looks like we are winning this game, you know. We are winning this game, and we need to find our winning form at Anfield. If you look at position, we have not really performed well in terms of controlling this game. It's been RB Leipzig, but they're playing a high line against Liverpool. Does that even work? I just wondered, does that even work? Keita, Mili, Mane, Robo with the cross. Keita with the ball control. Sets it for Milner. Milner tried to give it to Salah. Salah with easy control with his leg. Takes it back to Trent. Trent is giving it to, not Fabinho, but to Nat Phillips. Phillips is going to give it to Salah. Salah is going to give it to, of course, Trent. Trent with the cross to Diva Origi. Ah, nice one by Origi. Is just having his own cameo and stuff and just enjoying himself a bit here. Milner, don't fight, man, don't fight. Barcelona tried to attack, but nothing's coming.
Make that five with Alba. So many behind the ball, though, for Paris, making themselves difficult to break down. And it's Griezmann who fires the ball again, looking to play it across to Jordi Alba. But Colin Dagba was there for Paris out.
So let me hear your thoughts in the comment section, people. There's Mane with the ball. Mane giving it to Keita. Look at Keita. Keita to Salah. Salah. Oh! I thought I was about to see that Everton goal from Salah, and just that he could not get it. Look how he was calling for it. Look at the pass from Keita. The ball just didn't go the direction where Salah wanted to do. Oh, no, there was a deflection. Six minutes left, I believe. Click that like button, people. Just click it. I'll close my eyes. Subscribe to the Football Connect. There's Salah. Oh no. Oh, nice somebody. Oh, Millie, no, they're fighting, man. They're fighting. Five minutes left, people. Let's face it. Leipzig are out. Mane and Salah, the same players who scored the last time, they're the ones who just score again. And this time it was not those lucky goals that people were talking about. Now, today they actually scored. They did score. Fabinho was important to be in the middle. Origi, oh man, why is he not running? Why was that man was not running? I felt like he gave out too early. Wow. Your thoughts in the comment section.
Be in front on aggregate. I don't think that's an exaggeration. Messi now to Trincao. Braithwaite's in the box. And it's come
Your thoughts in the comment section, people. Click the like button, subscribe to the Football Connect.
Little too intricate there again.
3 minutes left before the Liverpool game is over. Keita, I hope he's okay there. I want Keita to be fit because, man, this guy has some superhero passes. I call them superhero passes. Origi.
Now looking back in hindsight,
He was offside. He was offside a bit.
It's very, very different.
I need Keita to be fit.
The Paris played slightly differently in the second half. I think you called it. I think they've tried to make the game quite dull. And actually, compared to the first half, they have been successful.
Yeah, it is an offside.
It's probably going to be enough, barring another extraordinary end to this fixture, to have them through to the quarterfinals.
I think it will be a concern to Pochettino though.
And maybe also that Diogo Jota is back he came with an assist. Mane go.
Taking their foot off the accelerator themselves.
The Salah go. And also Origi. Oh, nice. I'm seeing Keita. Millie. Keita.
That would be a worry, you would think, for
Salah.
Pochettino.
Salah, look at this. Look at this. Look at this.
A worry that he can have whilst
He tries to pass it to Keita. There's going to be a throw-in. So, Andy Robertson, his time is done.
The last 16 was the ceiling for a number of years until last campaign when they went through that and went all the way to the final. Of course,
Chamberlain for Mane.
The final, which was the ceiling.
Then Konstantino Tsimikas for
2012. So they're going to be back
Andy Robertson.
There won't be too many who want to draw them if they can hold this on.
Messi now works his way towards the edge of the box. Trincao, and Pjanic gives it away. He's intercepted by Dagba.
Salah doesn't want to go out.
PSG, by the way, now scored at least once in each of, including this one, their last 23 UEFA Champions League games at the Parc des Princes. Total 62 goals.
Seems a long, long time ago that they were beaten here on match day 1 by Manchester United. And Thomas Tuchel was in charge.
Tsimikas is in for Robertson and the Mane is out.
Possibly a yellow card. I don't think it will be. But right now, for the first time, Barcelona look beaten. I say that knowing that this was the time when we got the first of the 3 goals 4 years ago. But say they've run out of puff, but I think they've just been nullified quite successfully by Paris in this second period. Not in the
I think this game we can agree it's a done deal.
Jordi Alba was being fouled and gets the free kick just inside his own half, taken short by Griezmann.
Let me hear your thoughts in the comment section.
Player has it inside the center circle and gives it to Lionel Messi.
Tsimikas.
Messi up to Griezmann. Only time will tell as to whether this is
Millie,
the last time that
set it to Keita. Keita to Cox.
Barcelona shirt in this competition, the competition which, along with Cristiano Ronaldo, he is
nice. That's a sin, Keita. You might get a yellow for that.
In a Barca shirt, this appearance number 149 in the Champions League. He's got 119 goals. 120 now, isn't it? With the one in the first half.
That was Keita.
Di Maria now driving forward, but overhits the pass intended for Mbappe.
I think sometimes you see this with a lot of teams who are content to sit back, that even with players of the immense quality of Di Maria and Icardi and Mbappe, it's almost like they're so used to defending. When they get the ball out the pitch,
let me hear your thoughts in the comment section, people.
the passes are overhit.
Did you see the Almighty with that amazing goal that was
in the second half?
I was on the
They
football
can't
connect.
quite get those shooting boots on, and to make Mauro Icardi's night worse, he's just gone into the book.
Yellow card for the Inter centre forwards. That was a really blatant pullback on Frenkie de Jong right in
2 minutes on,
on
people, so we are calling it a done deal here.
Messi, Pjanic, approaching the final minute of normal.
Congratulations to Liverpool to go to the next stage of the Champions League. With the way the team was set up,
he's been excellent, hasn't he? He's been a real leader. As Rob said, that social media task for everyone to come up with great warriors in the Champions League. I mean, he's been exactly that this evening, and he's been terrific since Pochettino.
yeah, I think Ox should have given him
the end of the Thomas Tuchel era, he was playing in central
Fabin.
midfield, and his position is where he's playing tonight, and he's been central to this Paris performance, which now surely looks like it's going to be enough to go through.
5-2 they lead on aggregate.
Salah.
We've had almost 90 minutes. Francesco Trincao.
It's done, people. It's done. It's done. It's done. Liverpool are in the second round.
Mbappe supported by Di Maria, Icardi. Mbappe will go on, and he blazes it over the bar. Well, it looked for all the world like Kylian Mbappe was going to get his 5th goal of the tie there. Unusual for him, it went sailing high over the crossbar.
He's so good, though, at that couple of step overs, and then just went beyond long, like as if he wasn't there, and then he tried to break the back of the net and he fired it over. But
it's done, people. We have qualified to the next final for the Barcelona game. Still on and stuff like that. But thank you very much for watching. This has been the Football Connect. I'm yours, Sam. We'll be back again next time. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.
Beats the goalkeeper. You're just lost for words. He is just brilliant. Georgie Best, Diego Maradona, Johan Cruyff.